So if we've explored more of the moon than we have our own oceans, what could be hiding beneath the surface?
Oh, no telling. Let's dive in.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Talks of All Types.
Welcome.
All right, we're going to dive in to a little bit of a conversation on oceans today.
The big blue.
Yes, the mysteries of the oceans. So, a few quick facts about the ocean,
Okay.
right? The ocean, 71% of the earth.
Which is nuts to think about.
71%. So, all the land masses.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I believe all of the land masses combined could fit into the Pacific Ocean alone.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, I think that's pretty wild.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. So, and that's exactly it, right? Is that tells you that the Pacific Ocean alone is one of the biggest areas on the planet. Of course, that is the biggest ocean also.
Right.
We have five. We have 5 oceans. You know what the 5 oceans are?
Okay, we got Pacific,
I'm ready. Let's go.
Atlantic, Indian. That's all I got.
I know you got one more in there.
One
So
more?
maybe it starts with an A. It's like the biggest. It's the other biggest one.
I said Atlantic.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, is there not another one that starts with an A?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
What you got?
Have you heard of the Arctic?
Oh.
Hold on, what? You didn't?
I mean, maybe.
Oh,
It's not in my memory.
I thought that was gonna be like that big jarring one, and I think the other one's called like the South Ocean or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Could be. I don't know.
Big
ocean
ones
of the
are
South.
Atlantic or Pacific, you know.
Yeah. Let's see. What are we going to talk about here? We're going to go into, there's so many things that the question is which one do I start with?
Yeah.
All right. So we know that, do you remember one of our last talks, how much of the ocean I said was, explored?
It's got to be like 20%. Is that too much? Probably a lot.
Yeah. I said it before. 5%.
That's nuts.
Yeah. 5% of the ocean is what we explored.
Doesn't surprise me though.
Why? Why doesn't that surprise you?
Just how big it is, thinking about scale.
Uh-huh.
That because like we're on the surface.
Mm-hmm.
This is about it. Like we're with boats and whatnot, but going down into the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I hope I'm not misunderstanding when they say this, because they say we've only explored 5% of the ocean. I assume they mean 5% of the floor of the ocean.
Yeah.
I would hope they're not talking about like
3D space.
Yeah.
Like
I'd be like
3D blocks and 1%, 2%.
Yeah. I'll be like, that's a little crazy, guys. Okay. I struggle to believe that anything could be in the middle of the open of the space of the ocean,
Just like floating.
No, not floating on surface. That's another thing, right? I feel like we've probably seen all of the surface of the water,
Yeah.
you know, and
On
whether
the-
or not they decided to document what was there or not, that's another situation.
Yeah. On
but-
this side of the ice wall, though. At least.
yeah, exactly.
But,
So, so you got the surface of the water.
yeah.
Right, where we see our islands and our land masses and all that popping out.
Yeah.
But then you got what's under that, the floor of the ocean bed. And this is kind of what we talked about a couple episodes ago. We were talking about how do we get internets? Right?
Yeah. Right.
We
Cables. Under the ocean.
cables that run from continent to continent.
Right.
But they're on the ocean floor.
Right.
Or at least I assume. I would think you wouldn't just be like,
Be a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
But the question is how, I guess they know how deep the
Yeah.
whole track is.
Yeah.
They would have to get it on the floor.
the goal would be to have the lines not be able to be destroyed, but you also want them as consistently one line as possible. You don't want to have breaks in the lines. You want to avoid that.
Yeah.
You want to avoid running a line and going, oh, now let's splice another one to it. And, you want to limit how many times you do that, right? So you want to have as long as possible. So figuring out how far it's got to go and actually being able to make a line that long.
Yeah. Do we have pictures of this? Because the more we talk about these cables in the oceans, the more it's sounding like it's just not a thing.
There are pictures.
You know what I mean, though? Like the more we talk about it and walk through it, the more questions I have about its existence.
I had a piece of property that I was having some what do you call it, a septic system, and a septic ditch. What is that called? A ditch field. So it's where, because you got the septic tank, and then you got like the ditch field. All right. So basically what it is
never heard that term in my life.
Yeah, it's like they run this ditch, they dig a ditch, and it goes out into an area that's approved. And depending on the size of your septic, which is based on the size of the house, based on the rooms that are in the house, they dig these ditches that just kind of do like this little snake thing, right? And they connect these pieces that kind of hold all of the stuff in them, and make sure that it doesn't like come up, right? And it keeps it to the ground.
What?
And so like the one I had was like, I think it was 82 connectors. So it was a pretty big ditch field.
What? I've never heard of this. Is this on every residential house as a septic tank?
Should be.
There's no way.
If there's a septic tank.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about sewage.
Yeah, no, like there's a bunch of houses that are in like suburban neighborhoods that are on septics, and I don't know anything about this.
Have you ever heard of like, oh wow, look how green my grass is over here. This is where my septic is.
Yeah, but I thought they were just referring to the tank, where the tank's buried, not this weird ditch thing.
Did you have a line that goes to where the tank is, where everybody's like, look how green my grass is, that goes?
Probably. I just didn't think about it.
Okay. Okay.
Learn something new.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so you got this little ditch field, and on that ditch field, they run these little pieces, like they're like plastic or whatever, but they like connect together, little connectors, and they run through, and there's like 4 feet down, I want to say it was.
So they are underground.
Yeah. And the reason I bring that up is because I have a connection to a dock and for electricity. And this connector, you don't want it to break. You don't want to mess up the flow of electricity, right? You don't want to like splice together more. So it was one continuous line that had to go up. And while they were digging the ditch, I marked where the line was, and they had to do it. And the line just kind of sat free hanging through the ground where they dug. So it was like they dug down like 2 feet. There's my line. And then they dug down the other 2 feet under it. And so you just have a line going across. Yeah. That was a lot to get to the point of basically that's kind of how I imagine the lines in the ocean whenever they get to points where like there's just drops.
Yeah. It's just suspended cable.
Yeah, a suspended cable. And because I assume other than at that moment or those locations, they've got to put some type of protection around these lines.
Yeah.
So that so the jigglefish don't come up and all over it. Little jigglefish, So anyway, so that's enough of that. That's enough about the internets. Okay, so like what we're saying, 95% of the ocean is still left unexplored.
Nuts.
Yeah. Nuts. 71% of the Earth's surface is ocean. So that's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot, my man. Yeah. So we got the 5 oceans. The Pacific, which is the largest and deepest.
Which one's on the East Coast? That's
the Atlantic.
Okay, so Pacific's West Coast?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. You got the
Always
Atlantic.
get those two mixed up.
Okay. And are you familiar with the Mariana Trench?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's
I know it's just like the believed to be the deepest part of the ocean, right?
yes. Yep.
But I don't know like how long it is. I don't know numbers.
Oh, I don't know how long it is. I think it goes down 7 miles. I think that's what they said. I'll have to
I mean,
look
that would
up.
make sense with our 8-mile limit.
So the Mariana Trench is the deepest part of the ocean that we know of, and it goes down, I believe, 7 miles. I'll have to confirm that. But yeah, it's in the Pacific Ocean, which
Okay.
is also the largest and deepest ocean
Oh, really?
on the planet. The Atlantic has the Mid-Atlantic Ridge and the Gulf Stream. The Indian Ocean is the warmest ocean and the monsoon influence.
Huh.
Yeah. Then we have the Southern Ocean, which is circles the Antarctica with powerful currents.
Real powerful.
Circles Antarctica.
Mm.
And then we have the Arctic Ocean, which is the smallest ocean, and it's covered by sea ice much of the year. So, anyway, so here's what's interesting. Have you ever seen how do we get the different oceans? What do you think happens?
Oh, you're talking about. Do you want me to jump to right?
Do
where
it.
you're-
Go ahead.
You're talking about the line,
The line.
dude. I recently discovered this, like pretty recent,
What do you mean when you say recent? Like in the last 2 years or something?
probably last year, probably last 6 months.
Did I bring it up? Was that why?
I'm wondering
Because-
I think it was you.
Yeah.
I think you put it in the group text. Like, what about the line of oceans?
I
And
think
was
I
like-
remember because I sent pictures to you.
Yeah, and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
and then I looked it up, and I was like, "Holy crap! It's so weird."
Yeah. And now what he's talking about.
Yeah. So where the two or where the oceans, one ocean meets another ocean, there is a distinct, like straight line
Mm-hmm.
where there's even color change. Right.
Yeah.
It's not even like. I don't know how to explain it. It's really hard to think about two pieces of different color paper when you push them together, and there's a distinct line between those two pieces of paper.
Mm-hmm.
Now put a couple waves in there, and that's the oceans. Like it doesn't make sense looking at it because water is supposed to like mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Water's water,
Yeah,
you think.
but they don't. They touch each other and don't interact. I would love to go there and just swim across the line and see.
You know, it's not that easy.
What do you
I
mean?
mean, you could, I guess, but so what's interesting about this is the oceans, the reason they stop and when they hit each other, they do mix. They do mix over time.
Mm.
There's a slow process of whether it's days or whatever, where the water actually will start to come together, but it's not like it just sits there. We're talking about water butting up against each other and just rubbing around until they finally start to, and they mix.
Do they have different like sodium content? Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's an interesting way to say it. Yeah. The salt levels are different.
I don't know why I chose sodium there, but we went scientific with it.
He's like, I believe that's the proper terminology. But yeah, the density of the water is different.
Okay, that's what we're thinking about. We're thinking about that.
And
So that's the scientific explanation.
yeah.
Okay.
So it comes down. So salinity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Sodium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. The salinity of the water, the temperature, density, sediment, all of these things are different in the ocean. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's the same planet.
Yeah. And one side's deep, but also why is one side so much deeper than the other?
Yeah, that's strange too.
Yeah. But for whatever reason, that's just how it is. And so You have the Pacific Ocean. It connects with the Atlantic, right? They touch, and that's where you see this divider. You see this literal line, and it goes the whole length.
Yeah.
Right? You're just literally seeing this seam between
you
the
could
oceans.
jump in a helicopter and fly over. And
Yeah.
it's
Well, people
nuts.
get on their boats and they'll ride on the line and just sit there and look at it and touch on it and stuff. But what's crazy is it's not just horizontal. We're talking vertical. We're talking about a vertical line
down.
under the water, right?
Yeah.
Like where this literal wall is happening. And then you could swim through it, but the reason I said it's not that easy. I mean, yes, you could, but what I'm getting at is, the more the more salt in the water, the more buoyant you'll be.
Right.
So if you're in one ocean and it's the higher density, you're going to be like, oh, this is easy.
Floating easy,
You're gonna go floating. And then as soon as you get in the other one, you may go,
That would
and
be cool.
yeah. And then you got to start swimming your butt off.
Let's
to
do
get
a
up.
vlog and go do that.
I'm so scared of water, bro. I'm
Yeah.
so scared of water.
Yeah, I
Jeez.
used to love the ocean when I was a child.
Yeah.
We would go to the beach or whatever once a year, and I would get out there and just dive. My favorite thing was to dive into the big waves and come out the other side.
Yeah.
That was my favorite thing to do. So you had to get out there chest deep,
Mm-hmm.
and then the water would sink, come down
Shark
because of the
territory.
big waves.
God.
It'd get waist deep, and then the wave would be 2 feet taller than you, and you just dive into it. Feel like Hercules or something. But yeah, now it's
Now that you're an adult and you recognize the dangers.
yeah, why was I allowed out there?
Yeah.
God,
Why did they let me out there?
I really got just taken.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro. There's only a few things in the world that scare me. Nothing human scares me at all.
Yeah, true.
Not a human, nothing of any kind of human scares me. It's all the supernatural stuff. It's the things if I can't shoot it or punch it, that worries me.
Yeah.
So
The scale of the ocean is what scares me.
really,
Yeah,
all right.
it's insane.
So that doesn't worry me so much.
Like say you're deep sea fishing
Uh-huh.
and you're out there
Yeah.
jumping off the boat
Yeah.
into the water.
Mm-hmm.
I might do it, but I would be scared the entire time, and I would prefer not to do it.
Okay, so the reason I won't do it, I don't know what your reasoning is, but the reason I won't do it is because I know that there are creatures in there
Yes, that's my reason.
that no one knows about.
That are
I know it.
that are bigger than the boat.
Yeah. And it don't even have to be bigger, bro. Just something that can eat me.
Yeah.
It freaks me out to be eaten. That scares the crap out of me.
Yeah.
I'm so worried about being eaten. I don't know why that's such a real fear.
Yeah,
But it's real.
I went snorkeling one time
Okay.
down in the Gulf, and they told us there's a fish. It was we were snorkeling on a reef, and they're like, just so y'all know, there's a fish that looks like a shark, but it's not a shark, and it won't hurt you. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm snorkeling, man, and I do one of these. I turn, and it's within arm's distance, twice my size, gray, with a fin, and I'm like, getting out of there. And the guys, I come up, and the dude's laughing. He's like, "There's that fish I told you about." Like, I don't care. It could still decide to eat me.
Yeah.
what do you
That
didn't
thing
say
can
it was
still eat me.
Yeah, no.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. So other than the supernatural stuff, which I'm sure one day will come up when we start talking about it.
Oh yeah,
But
can't wait. We're gonna need a long episode.
yeah, that's a lot. But aside from that, the only other thing that scares me really in the world is the ocean. Deep, dark water scares me because first off, I can swim, but I can only swim if I mean literally swimming. And when I mean literally swimming, that means I start here at this point and I need to get to this point. I can go in the water and go from this point to this point, as long as it's not too far. I can do that. But this whole thing that people do where they literally just tread water,
You can't tread?
it's impossible.
What?
It's impossible. I can't do it. when you see me treading water, I'm just drowning.
Oh
It's
my
not.
God.
I'm not treading.
So
I'm drowning. You need to come help me. If I'm sitting still in water, I'm in danger.
Oh, wow.
Bro. I literally, the moment I stop making my body go from one place to another, that I'm going down. There, if I'm doing this junk and I'm kicking my little leg, right? I'm kicking legs. I'm doing that to not die. It's not. I'm
wow.
not just like enjoying myself. Nope. There's no. I literally just instantly sink the moment I stop propelling myself some direction.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So we had a pool.
I don't know why.
We had a pool when I was a little bit older, like teenage years, and when I remember, I would say I am well above average when it comes to swimming. I'm good in the water.
All right.
And we used to do treading competitions. Who can tread water the longest?
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten well over an hour of just treading water. And like you'll get to a point where you learn to cycle feet, then give your legs a break, just do arms, and then go back to legs and go back to arms. So
If I use all of my limbs combined, I can make it about 30 seconds.
oh God, yeah, I know.
And this is real.
So
This is not an exaggeration.
So in
This is real.
a boat wreck situation,
I will die.
Yeah, you're done.
I will die. You better give me a life jacket. By the way, speaking of, I don't go on a boat unless there's a life jacket with me.
It's serious for you,
bro. I don't play. It is, and I'm telling you, there's something seriously up with that because I've been reading. I've read up a little, and they said there's a thing about bone density. And
I was gonna say, are you just too dense? Like,
yeah,
you shouldn't have
that's
to
what it's saying. Like it's like
struggle that much.
bone density and something about muscular something. Somehow it makes it where you just aren't able to float like some people. You know, people lay on their back.
I was about to
and-
say you can't
and-
float on your back.
No.
Oh yeah, that's a
If
problem.
you've seen my legs.
Yeah,
My legs are
you're-
like this.
Yeah, he's bottom heavy, right? You know, you got
No.
top heavy situations. He's
Yeah.
bottom heavy.
Yeah. From the butt down.
I swear 70% of your
thick.
weight is below the waist,
Absolutely, bro.
which is nuts.
Yeah. I got a little baby bird chest, and then I got tree trunks. Just
Yeah. Which that could have a lot to do with your inability.
Yeah, it'd be pulling me under.
Yeah.
Yeah. Running is hard. You know, like I go run, and I used to enjoy running.
I thought running would be easier.
No. Not getting speed or anything. That's easy.
No, I mean
It's-
like long running. would
No, because it's so heavy. All that weight down there, and I'm having to lift it up.
But your weight's closer to the ground.
Yeah, that means I got to pick it up further.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I don't
definitely
know.
harder. For
All right.
your
Well,
hips.
running's just hard.
We can both agree on that. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I
Oceans.
can't swim.
Yeah.
You know, so there's the thing. I mean, I can swim. I can't tread.
That's nuts.
Okay. So let's talk about some of the things that be going on in the water. Okay.
Mm.
Have you heard of the bloop?
The what?
The bloop.
No. What is that?
Let me tell you about it. So the bloop is it happened in 1997. It was a massive underwater sound that was recorded. The leading explanation right now is it was cracking Antarctic ice. But it still is one of the most famous sounds ever recorded in the ocean. Because when people hear sounds in the ocean, usually it's some form of fish.
Yeah, like a whale.
Or whale. Normally,
some-
you're right. Whales can communicate long distances
Yeah.
with their like
Sound carries
noises.
far in the water. Have
Yeah,
you ever
yeah.
done like be in a pool and you're on one end and friends on the other end and you like shout underwater? Man, you didn't spend a lot of time in the water, did you?
No.
I was always in the water.
I'll die. But
Stair warrior over here.
yeah, I'm telling you, man. I don't mess around with that water that much. It's really genuinely not because of the swimming. It's because I am so scared of whatever's under there.
Yeah, but it also sound also carries over the top of water long distances too.
I've heard that. Like it bounces off like a stone skipping.
Yeah, so
Just-
like if you're like fishing, like if you go fishing and someone's on a dock and you're out in the middle of the lake, you can just say something in like a normal voice usually, and they'll hear it.
Yeah, I haven't tried
'Cause
that, but
it
sounds
just
good.
keeps going. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
So, they were recording. So I don't know if you're familiar, but you know the oceanic people.
Yeah.
What do you call them? What kind of biologists? What were they called?
Marine.
There you go.
Gotcha.
There
Sodium.
you go. Yeah. So the marine biologists, they have these like sound devices out in the ocean, right? And they
Mhm.
record different things.
Yep.
And it's more than just sound. They do a bunch of different
Yeah,
things.
they do a lot. They do like temperature,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
The temperature, vibration, you know, what do you call the Richter
Seismic.
scale? Okay. Seismic, but Richter scales. And they detect earthquakes,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because the majority of the earthquakes on the planet happen in the ocean.
And then they cause the tsunamis.
Yeah, and tidal waves, tsunamis.
Yeah, them island boys.
Yeah.
Island boys,
Island boy.
they get taken out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, isn't it? It's like the Philippines once a year. There's like a tsunami. It seems
I
like.
think so. It's pretty regular.
That's
I think it's
crazy.
so regular that they don't talk about it.
Yeah, like why are you living there?
Yeah.
You know, here's a strange fact.
Tell me.
Your fear of the waters made me think of this. My wife
Okay.
has a like legitimate fear, a phobia of tsunamis. Very weird, but it's like a
But that's like something she's never even seen.
exactly. But it's like, what do they call that? Where you like inherit fears?
Oh, yeah.
It is a real,
Yeah.
like we watched a movie with a tsunami in it.
Okay. She said turn that off.
Yeah, she had nightmares for like weeks.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was rough.
Bruh.
She randomly would just think, she'll be like, I'm so scared of tsunamis. I'm like, what are you talking about? We're
It just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, we're nowhere
She'd be like
near
near
the water.
dinner. Just stop, look up.
Well,
I'm so scared of tsunamis.
yeah, or she'll be like,
Yeah.
I had a nightmare of a tsunami last night. I'm like, we haven't watched that movie by the way in years, so it's like
And she's still living that. She's still living that
it's
life.
it's like one of the only phobias that she really has, which is even weirder. Like,
Well, we don't. I don't think you should have a lot of phobias.
I know,
So-
but if you have a phobia of tsunamis, you would
No,
think
I agree with that.
this person also has some other phobias.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm following.
you don't just go for the tsunami.
Yeah.
Right.
So what? So she just has this phobia
Yeah.
of tsunamis.
Of tsunamis.
and
Unexplainable.
no other phobias to accompany
Yeah,
this.
no. She's not scared of heights. She's not claustrophobic. Those are like normal phobias, right?
Yeah.
She's not whatever. It's just tsunamis.
Just tsunamis. Not even normal water. She'll get in regular water.
yeah.
She'll go kick it all around.
Yeah, she swims. She's a good swimmer. She swims
Yeah,
in the
gotcha.
pools. Yeah. She's probably better than you, but I don't know.
I can swim. I can swim. I just don't. Like even lakes, guys. I don't play
Yeah.
water. Just water in general. If it's a pool, I'm good.
Yeah, 100%.
But
Lakes are
but,
sketch,
dude,
man.
Yeah, like everything's sketch to me, dude. Like when it comes to water, I'm like, I know something's in there.
100%.
Thing is that we live near a man-made lake,
Yeah.
and though it gets a little deep in spots, it's still man-made. They lower it every couple of years or whatever. I still think there's things in there. I
There-
still go,
There's
don't know what's down there.
There's some lore about some things in there that I've heard from credible people.
Yeah. So I've not heard about that. Probably don't want to tell me.
About the catfish.
God, see,
You know catfish, right?
I do know catfish.
So if
I eat
y'all,
them.
I don't know where is catfish universal or is that just a southern fish?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. But there's a fish
There's
here.
catfish everywhere around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They live in lakes and ponds and they are like bottom feeders. So they have like a vacuum mouth basically and they just suck in whatever they got. They come
Even the
across.
dirt.
Yeah, they're disgusting creatures.
Yeah.
They taste pretty good though. But so one characteristic that is, I believe this is true. I might have to fact check it. But they don't stop growing. That's like an alligator, right? They don't stop. There's no cap at their growth. They continue to grow till they die. That's the theory. I'm pretty sure that's true. Just like alligators. And so that this particular lake, there are areas that are very deep. Majorly those are around the dam area. So the lure is, and I grew up near this lake. I was on it a lot. My father and my uncle would go there like once a week, once a month, doing overnight fishing trips and stuff. So they were on this lake. And then I have family members who live on the lake now, blah, 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 blah. That's just my credibility spill. So the lure is that they sent divers, scuba divers, down to work on the dam at the bottom, way down there. And they sent 2 of them. And while working, they turned around and they were using their little plasma thingies, like welders underwater, and it was kind of lighting up the area. And they turned around and it was a catfish, and its mouth was bigger than them. And they got out and refused to continue the work.
Okay. So I grew up in a different state than you.
Mm-hmm.
Still south, still in the southerns.
Uh-huh.
And we had a lake. That same story was at that lake.
Which,
They said the catfish were the size of Volkswagens.
yes.
And the divers got out and
Yep.
said they refused to get back in. So how odd. Does it add credibility to the fact that this could be a real thing?
I think it adds credibility because the fish doesn't stop growing.
Okay.
You only need like 2 things to take place. You needed a deep enough lake.
Yeah.
And you needed amount
Enough
of
food source.
and then them not to die.
Right.
And
Just don't bite a hook.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just think it's very interesting that you growing up in this area
yeah,
had that story. And I remember when I was younger,
the same story.
yeah, basically same story. Divers underwater, diving for whatever, I don't know what the reason was. And they turned around,
Yeah.
and a fish the size of a Volkswagen, a catfish,
Yeah.
went by. Now, here's what brought that story up when I was a kid, though. I was, and I may have already told this story at one point kind of on here, but when I was a kid, there was a bridge.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I may or may not have seen flying. It's awesome.
Okay.
All right. So different time. We've been there multiple times, right? I would go with my buddy and his dad. And we would fish off this thing, but we would fish all night long.
Yeah. Night
right?
fishing.
Yeah. So
big.
we'd get out there at like 10 o'clock, 11
Mhm.
o'clock at night, and we wouldn't leave until it was daylight out, like
Yep.
7, 8 in the morning.
They bite good when it's just the moonlight.
Yeah, I guess. That's what they said.
It's
We use something called stink bait. You ever heard of that?
Yep. Catfish bait.
So anyway,
It stinks.
but anyway, so we're just out there doing our thing. Well, the daylight comes, everybody's starting to pack up, right? This bridge was packed.
Yeah.
Everybody's packing up, and here comes this old man, old dude, probably my age now, and he's on his tiny little boat,
Yeah.
tiny, and he's just whoosh, whoosh going, and while he's going, he's got the bottom is layered with fish, and you're like, whoa, how many fish? It was like 5, 6, and you go, well, how was it layered then? The fish were 5 feet to 6 feet long.
Jesus.
This man was sitting on them. His feet were up on him, and he's I don't remember. I think he had a little engine on it, but he's like, got the little troller thing
Yeah.
going, and he's
Putting
yeah,
along.
exactly. And everybody's like, oh my, everybody's like, oh my gosh, how did you do that? And the guy's talking about it, and he's like, oh, Shani, let me tell you, I used grapes. That was what he said. I used grapes. How do you catch fish? First off, how do you smell a grape? What makes a fish want to bite a grape?
Yeah.
But anyway, he was using, according to him, he was using grapes, and he was catching 5 to 6 foot long fish. When I tell you them things were like this big around, just whoosh, huge. I was so amazed by that. But anyway, it got everybody talking, and that was when
The
the legend came out. And my buddy
Yeah.
told me, or my buddy's dad told me about it, and I was just so amazed that that's a thing.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, I was just like, what do you mean?
Yeah. So that goes to tell you, like, what's in the ocean?
Amen.
What's in the ocean?
Amen.
We're talking about
dude.
a lake.
Yeah.
30 feet, 40 feet deep tops.
Right.
We're talking
Right.
about miles down
Yeah.
in the ocean.
Yeah, things that make whales look little.
Yeah, I
You
think
know,
I think my favorite thing, the creature that was discovered in the ocean, is that giant. This is octopus or squid? What is
the giant squid.
squid from the old rig camera?
Yeah.
God, dude, that's so
Yeah.
terrifying.
So I looked that up, and they said that
Don't tell me it's not real.
No, it's real.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But the legs we saw, they said, oh, those were like 25 feet, and I was like, okay, maybe, but still think about 25 feet.
20,
That's
yeah.
You're what, 6 foot, 6, 12, 18, 24, 4 of you standing on top of each other. That was one of his legs. What's
Yeah,
happening?
and it's such
What's
a
happening?
and what's also crazy about these marine life creatures is just how alien they look, like how
Yeah.
otherworldly they look.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of these fish and it's like they keep just finding fish. Like who's I was just heard this lately, the director who does all the marine documentaries, he built his own submarine and went to the bottom of the ocean, and he found like countless undocumented animals.
Yeah.
But he went by himself, made his own submarine, just went to the bottom. He's like one of the few people who's ever gone to the bottom.
That's a lot of trust in his equipment and
Yeah.
his skill.
And he's just there by himself. I gotta look up his name.
Yeah, look that up. All right, so we got the bloop. All right, the bloop came up in 1997. They still have not decided when it was. Their best guess was it was Antarctic ice cracking under the ocean, which is just crazy. Did you find it?
James Cameron.
Isn't that a director?
Yeah, I said director.
Oh, you did? I wasn't
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah, he
My only job.
it was March 26, 2012. He piloted his custom submarine, the Deep Sea Challenger, deep in the Mariana Trench.
BS. You're saying this dude said he went to the Mariana Trench?
This made him the first person to complete a solo descent to the deepest part of the Earth's ocean. He went 7 miles.
Homeboy's saying he went to the bottom of the Mariana.
He's got video, bro. It took him.
But it could be 300 feet down. I wouldn't know the difference.
That's true. It took him over 3 hours to get there. He made 33 dives to the wreck of Titanic.
Whoa, that's crazy. But the pressure, 1,000 times the pressure we know.
Made his own submarine too.
1,000 times, by the way.
Well, yeah. When I say made his own submarine, what I really mean is he financed his own submarine.
I get that. I'm down with that.
The dude's loaded.
So he paid other people to do a few tests.
He wasn't in the garage turning the wrench.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
So I really was thinking that, by the way.
No.
I was definitely
figured
like,
when you said a lot of trust in his own equipment, I was like, oh, he thinks he duct taped this thing together. No.
Yeah.
He built
like our first mission to the moon.
Yeah, that thing.
Tinfoil.
You know what's even funnier about that? Just a little segue. Have you looked up China's video?
I've seen a couple of things.
Oh God, it's awesome.
It's good. Well done.
Well done, China.
Well done.
All right, back to oceans.
So all right. So we got the bloop we talked about. Then we have the Baltic Sea anomaly.
Is that the
yes, it is.
Yeah, so I've seen that one. Ooh. I didn't know anything about the blurp thing, but the sea anomaly, is that still going on, or is it just gone now? Because they were like tracking this for a while. This big dark. Is that what we're talking about? Oh, never mind. Go ahead, tell us what this is.
I was talking about the Baltic Sea anomaly, where it looks like the Falcon from Star Wars, the ship.
Is it moving?
No.
Oh, okay. Not what I'm talking about.
No. Okay.
I'm not familiar with this.
It's a circular sonar image discovered in 2011. Most geologists think it's a natural glacial formation, while others believe it deserves further investigation. Yeah, dude.
So this is just something they found at the bottom?
Yeah, in the Baltic Sea, which isn't super deep. So do you know what the Falcon looks like in Star Wars?
Yeah, the Millennium Falcon. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. If you look at the pictures, when you look at the pictures, no, they'll see it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Or no, we both just looked at it.
You did that earlier, and I was like, what is it?
Yeah. So the Baltic. I'm sorry, geez. The Millennium Falcon has a very specific design.
Yeah.
Where it's circular, but it's got it kind of, instead of completing the circle, it kind of comes to like a little like point, and then it cuts in, does like another point, and then yeah. So the thing in the ocean looks exactly like that.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's down at the bottom, and nobody knows what it is. Nobody has any clue. It's been there for a long, long time. And then we have the Mariana Trench, which is nearly 7 miles deep. And this is what I was saying earlier.
Buddy went there.
We're talking about 1,000 times the pressure that we know here at sea level.
That's painful.
1,000 times. What was that ship that went not long ago where everybody imploded?
Yeah. That was made in someone's garage.
Yeah.
I
thought that was like they took that out regularly, I thought. And then by the time they realized something was wrong, it was too late.
What I heard was there was people speaking out against the integrity of the ship.
No way.
People in a part of that company or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the owner was like refusing to make repairs or refusing to upgrade materials to stronger materials for cost savings.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's always about that.
So like the pressure it didn't just spontaneously happen. There were signs of stress on the ship, put it that way.
Yeah.
From repeat exposure to that pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And he was refusing to address it. And then it just bloop, gave way.
Yeah, and missed.
That's why I've always said, like,
what have you always said?
I would never get on a submarine.
Okay.
You could never pay me enough money to be a submarine person.
Have you... Another segue.
Mm-hmm.
You've been on a plane.
Yes. Commercial and all.
Yeah. Have you ever just paid attention to how some parts of the plane look?
Oh.
And you go, I don't feel like they're
Yes.
taking the care of this that they should be taking.
Especially when you're non-commercial. People think commercial's more taken care of. I wouldn't argue that. But the chances of surviving a crash are not zero. The chances of surviving a submarine incident, you're dead. You're dead. It's over.
Yeah. Unless unless it flips over while it's at surface.
Yeah. I'm talking about underwater. If it's at depth, like the submarines go to a depth, which is very, very far down there to avoid radar. If you're at depth and there's an incident, it's over. You can't get out and swim to the top. You know what I mean? Like that's not a possibility.
No.
You could parachute out of a plane if you needed to, or you could like take the plane down, kind of glide it, and you know what I mean?
I do.
Crash, but not
right.
Nosedive situation.
There's a chance.
Yeah.
It's not zero.
You're just signing
your
death certificate, get on a submarine.
Mm.
And them boys only got like $200 extra a month, by the way. Anyways.
That's not good. No. All right. So do you remember a long time ago we were talking and I was talking about where sunlight can reach? And I said there's only 2 places on Earth that sunlight doesn't get to.
Mm.
And one was when I went cave exploring.
Yes.
And we couldn't figure out if that meant diving
Which
or
is nuts
spelunking.
that you did that.
Yeah.
Never will do that.
Nope. Didn't see anything. Didn't hear anything. But anyway, when you get to a certain distance in, you realize that you finally have reached full and complete darkness, right?
Which is a crazy experience.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah. Like to when lights go out, it takes time for your eyes to adjust.
Yeah.
But when your eyes adjust and you realize you still can't see.
Yeah. You want to hear something weird that I do?
Okay.
Personally, I started this about a year ago. I try to, when I take showers in the morning,
Okay.
I make it pitch black.
Okay.
Yeah. Not really sure why. I did it like once and I was like, this is cool. So now I just do it all the time.
You like break out a glow stick or something?
No, it's just pitch black. All off memory.
Okay. This is interesting because
It's like, it's kind of like training my eyes a little bit.
Sure. Yeah.
Because I can start to see, like it took weeks. Because I mean, I get it black in there.
Okay.
No lights, door closed. There's no windows in our bathroom
Yeah. Oh.
that go to the outside. It's just weird now that I think about that.
Yeah, that's odd.
Huh.
Zombie
Never thought about
apocalypse
that
prepared.
before. Never really thought about that before. But yeah, there are no windows in our bathroom. It's one of those where you go into the bathroom, got a little door here for a toilet, then a shower, and then it goes into the closet. So it's internal in the house pretty much. It's not on an external wall.
Oh, okay. Well,
What's
that's why there's
interesting.
no window.
Yeah, but I never thought about that, about there being no window. So what I'm getting to is it's dark.
It can be dark.
It's like you can't see your hand in front of your face kind of darkness.
That
And
sounds
that's- And then I also started sleeping with a sleep mask because I like the darkness. Like I want to be in the dark.
nice. I have so much to say about this because
I bet you do.
because you know my fear,
What?
right?
No, what? Darkness?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I
Yeah.
have a blackout mask. I started that when I was still, doing a job where I was working night shift, and I would use it when we moved. I didn't have my blackout curtains and all that. So I was like, well, let me just get a mask. So I got a mask, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So now I sleep with it every night. Like I need it on. And, because we have baby monitors and stuff that has light coming off the screen.
Okay.
But now it's to the point, like if there's something charging and like there's a light, like a little light coming off it, it'll bother me. Like I need to be in darkness.
So I have, since it seems like every time we talk, I'm scared of something. The things that I'm afraid of. Okay, like real talk. Supernatural things,
Yep.
possession type stuff, or
Oh, yeah.
ghosts,
Mhm.
whatever. Anything that can physically manifest that's dead, or should be dead.
Like a zombie.
Like a zombie. Yeah. Anything like that, right? Those things worry me. They scare me a little because I can't shoot it or kill it or punch it.
You can kill zombies. In theory.
Depends on what kind of zombie we're talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's that. The other thing that scares me or surprises me or makes me scared, whatever, is deep dark water because of the things that live under it.
The abyss.
The abyss.
The unknown
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah,
deep
yeah.
dark.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
All right. That freaks me out. And the things that live in it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't go kicking my feet in the water in the ocean. I'll get about ankle deep and I'll be like, I'm so happy. I start getting further than that and I immediately go, I've seen sharks swim up at really high speeds onto the beach
Yeah.
and eat people. So that worries me. So there's that. Oh, and then the third one is dark. And the dark scares me because of all of the supernatural things that I'm scared of. And I believe they if they're ever going to pop up, it'll be then. But here's what's interesting about it also is if there's one other person around, anyone, it could be a baby child or it could be a full grown person. Don't matter. If there's one other person around, I have zero fear. I don't feel anything. I don't have even a wince of hesitation of anything. But if I'm by myself and the lights were to go out, bruh,
You going outside?
I will be swimming down the steps trying to get out of there. Like I don't play the radio. So yeah, I don't know what it is, man. I get very concerned about the darkness. I don't know where it came from. Well, I do know where it came from. I was scared a lot when I was a kid. But those are like the only thing. Like nothing else scares me. Like a bear comes up, like I recognize I'll die if I fight this bear. But that doesn't scare me. Like I'm just gonna be like, here we go. I'm going into battle. I'm good with it.
That's kind of like my mentality on everything. I don't know if I have any like real legit like fears or phobias like that. Like the paranormal stuff, it I wouldn't say scares me. I recognize it. I know what it is, and I'm like how you feel about the bear. Like, it is what it is. I'll go out fighting. But I don't know about it being like a legitimate fear.
Mm-hmm. Well, this guy has it. Okay. So, strange deep sea creatures.
Yeah.
So we kind of talked about this a little bit. We talked about the giant squid, of course, which was
very creepy.
was a myth was literally a myth.
Yeah.
Until 2004.
Yeah, it was like a
That's not that long ago, guys.
dang.
not
Yeah,
that long.
2004. That's
2004
Crazy.
is the first time we verified the mythological creature known as the giant squid.
that all the sailors talked about.
And it finally confirmed what so many had been saying for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
That's wild. That is wild that it took us until then. And that's what I'm talking about is like how much more, right? You got the goblin shark down in the ocean.
What is a goblin
Bro,
shark?
it's so ugly.
Oh, I bet.
It's
Everything.
so ugly.
Why is that a recurring thing? Like everything down so deep in the ocean where there's no light, it's pitch black. All of those creatures are just ugly.
I don't know. Probably because nobody can see each other.
Is that what it is?
They can't see, so they're like,
Like, you know what I mean, though? They're all, like, just creepy looking. Like,
yeah. Anglerfish.
is that the one with the, yeah. That's that. When everyone talks about deep sea creatures, that's the first thing that comes to mind for me.
Bro, let me go on and tell you this crap.
How big are those?
Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say. Let me go on and tell you this crap. Man, I've seen so many pictures. I'm like, that's a fur brush. That's ugly devilfish,
Yeah.
right? And then you find out it's like this big.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, bro,
Oh,
get out of here.
man.
Every picture I see, it's the size of this freaking bookcase right here.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you know,
I was
they're
thinking
like,
in my
"Look,
mind,
here's how big it is."
I would picture it the size of like a medium-sized dog in my mind.
That would be scary.
That would be scary. I would be terrified
Yeah,
if I turned
But
around.
if that thing can just suck on my thumb,
yeah.
then why am I worried about it, bro? I don't care how ugly it
We could
is.
punch that.
Yeah, just like the moth.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Wow, right in the face,
Jesus.
right in the moth
I
face.
thought I was getting got.
The barrel eye fish, don't know. Vampire squid sounds crazy,
That does sound crazy.
bro. How about the giant isopod?
What is that?
Bro, that's that alien that be living on the beach sometimes.
What?
The isopod, it's like this it's like it's got little legs on the bottom of it and a mouth. You know what I'm talking about?
No. Not at all.
And it's like you know what a roly-poly is?
Yeah.
Okay, it's like one of those, but this big. And it's got little legs and
Oh.
And they'll-
they like burrow in the
yeah,
sand?
yeah.
Those live in the water? I thought
They
they
live
only
in the
lived
water.
in the
No.
sand. They're small, though. They're like
No, bro, they're the size I'm showing you.
Oh, no. I
Yeah,
haven't seen
legs,
that then. That's
and they'll-
creepy.
They'll be biting you. You'll see people pick them up, and they're like,
Pick them up.
yeah, because they can't. As long as you grab them by the sides and the back, you're fine.
Okay.
From what I saw them do,
I'm not touching
I ain't doing
anything
it.
that came out of the ocean that's bigger than my hand. Like, we're not getting
just saying.
touched.
I'm just saying.
Crabs,
Bro.
I'll pick you up a little crab or something, but not
Oh.
them. Have you seen those spider crabs down at the bottom of the ocean?
I have the legs.
They're big.
With
I
them little
went to an
leg- long
aquarium
legs.
where I got to see them in person. Yeah,
Are they bigger than you think?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. They're like some of them are like my size. Like they're
That's
big.
crazy.
They're and my size, but crab shape, right? You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Like, which means they're even bigger, right?
Yeah.
Because their legs aren't stretched out. They're like, you know what I mean? Like crab.
Mm,
So if you were to stretch its legs out, it's probably like 10 feet across, maybe 20
That's
feet.
insane.
They're huge. And they're again, they're freaking ugly compared to normal crabs.
Yeah.
Because they're down there in the deep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. All right. So to go back, we actually never finished. When I was talking about the two places on Earth that you can't
Have
see
sunlight.
sunlight. That's right. So you have the cave.
Yep.
And then you have the midnight zone of the ocean.
That's a really cool name.
Yeah. The midnight zone of the ocean. And that is 3,300 feet
Oh
deep.
my gosh.
Yeah. So remember when I was saying how we don't realize how the sun, or not the sun, but how light really just kind of just spreads all over the place. We don't realize how much we're, what's the word? Saturated. There's so
Yeah.
much light saturation.
Light pollution.
Yeah. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
And we don't realize it. And so we don't really know what it's like to see truly total darkness
Right.
unless you can turn your lights out in your shower, you know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
outside
Or
of
wear a
that,
mask.
or wear a mask. But outside of that, you don't realize how much light is everywhere.
Yeah.
And then you go inside of a cave and you realize you ain't gonna see nothing.
Yeah.
or you go 3,300 feet deep in the ocean or more. Now, remember how many feet it is for a mile, right?
No. Give us. Yeah, I do. Give the people that.
So we're going to just round up
Okay.
and say 5,500 feet, right?
5,500 is a foot.
Nope, it's a mile.
Mile.
There it is.
Yeah. Waking up. So 5,500 feet is a mile,
Mm-hmm.
and we're 8 miles deep.
7 miles.
7 miles
Yeah.
deep.
And you're talking about the Mariana Trench.
Yeah, like what's the deepest part of the ocean? 7
The Mariana
miles.
Trench is 7 miles. That's what we know.
Now, is that 7 miles from the top of the water, or is that 7 miles from the floor down in the trench?
I don't know.
Because if it's 7 miles from the base of the floor of the ocean, and then you go 7 miles down in the trench, that would be insane.
That would be because, well, yeah.
Because I feel like
how
the
far did
ocean-
you go down in the ocean to get to that point?
That's what I'm thinking. I feel like the ocean's deeper
Yeah.
than 7 miles.
Right. Yeah. So you got the midnight zone at 3,300 feet. So you're
That's a crazy amount
yeah.
of feet.
Yeah, that's over half a mile down. So over half a mile down, you hit boom, midnight zone. So that means
That's a lot of water that's in the midnight zone.
yeah, exactly what I'm trying to get at, dude.
Yeah.
How much stuff lives down there? Because whales when they die, they just float to the bottom of the
And
ocean,
get eaten.
and then a whole entire colony will live in that whale.
Yeah, of creatures.
Yeah.
Did I talk about the octopus discovery on here?
I don't think so.
I thought I did in one of the episodes, but it was this guy. I'm pretty sure it was him, James Cameron.
Oh,
I don't know if it was James Cameron or just like another team of marine biologists. We're trying to research and study. I think it was octopus at a certain depth, and they were trying to.
How would you pluralize that?
Octopi. So they were
Good.
They were trying to observe these creatures and it's either octopi or almost said it. Almost said it there. Or squid. I can't remember which one it was, but it's one of those creatures. Those whatever they call them. They were trying to observe them in their natural habitat. Okay. They have never been observed before in their natural habitat.
Okay.
They've only been like captured and then taken away. I don't know how all that works, but that was the claim. So they took a submersible down, and they had all these lights on the submersible, and they would go down and they wouldn't see any. They were like, what is going on? Like, there's nothing here. And then occasionally you would have like a shark or something in the distance just kind of swim into the light and then swim off. And they were like, let's change the spectrum of the light.
Yeah.
So they changed it all to like red light, which is a completely different spectrum. And it was like a whole new world. And it was at that moment that they realized that these creatures that live in the deep, their eyes or whatever they use to see is so sensitive to light because they live without light their entire lives.
Yeah.
That white light was carrying like miles.
Yeah.
And they were avoiding it. So when they changed to red or whatever color it was, they were like witnessing all of these creatures they'd never seen before.
Yeah.
And they were just openly swimming all up on them, and it was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You good?
I can't see that.
So I don't know. Very interesting.
Yeah. So red light. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they could see red light or not, but obviously they can.
They can.
If they're sticking around.
Yeah, it's
it's not dangerous, or maybe they don't see it as a danger. Maybe the white light scares them, but the red light.
I don't think they can see it.
Okay.
It's in a different spectrum.
Sounds good.
I'm pretty sure
different spectrum.
I'm pretty sure they dissected it and figured it out.
All right. So, but then we got underwater structures.
Oh.
Yeah. What are you familiar with any underwater structures?
No,
Like the Yonaguni Monument,
no.
submerged ruins, Dwarka. Um, they're trying to figure out because they see stairs and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah,
Atlantis.
but they don't know. Like it's way underwater.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're like, where did this come from? And so the debate is, are they seeing stairs, like actual stairs, or are we seeing something that just formed over time that looks like stairs?
90 degrees doesn't form naturally. That's the
True.
that's the consensus.
That's exactly what everyone says. If you see 90 degrees, that is man-made. So or made by intelligent life.
Yeah.
of some
Doesn't
sort.
naturally occur
Yeah.
in nature
So the other thing
naturally.
interesting in the natural ocean is and this I've played around with this in the past, is hydrothermal vents. So are you familiar with the hydrothermal vents?
Like hot gases or whatever coming out of the crust.
Yeah. Under the water.
Underwater, yeah.
Yeah.
Deep.
And it spews out tons of organisms that are alive.
Oh, yeah. I've heard about
But the vents are
1,000 degrees.
Yeah, thousands of degrees. And it's stuff that are like, there's no way that something should be able to live in that.
Mm-hmm.
And yet all of these organisms come spewing out every time it does it, which means they're coming from under
The crust.
the crust.
Which means there's life.
Yeah. And they're like, what is that? You know?
Mhm.
And it just vents out all this pressure and this, heat. And yet there's things that live in it. And it's just very interesting because it's the superheated vents that are basically supporting entire ecosystems. And they survive on chemicals rather than sunlight.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the sorry, are you done there?
No. Yep, I'm done.
Cool. This guy discovered like water underwater. Have you seen that?
Oh, I was going there.
Were you?
I was.
It made me think of it.
Yep.
There's a video. Do you see the video?
I've seen some videos.
Yeah. Like it's like legit.
Yeah.
Like he's swimming and then it's him and some people. They're not swimming. They're like, underwater, like scuba or in a submersible or something, but they're underwater, deep underwater.
Mm-hmm.
And they come across what looks like a lake or a pond underwater.
I call it lakes and rivers beneath the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's just like, what is this? And so they get close to it and touch it and all kind of stuff. It's pretty weird.
Yeah.
What's that about?
All right. So it's brine pools.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some of that sodium.
Yep. Brine pools are extremely salty, sodium dense bodies of water resting on the seafloor. And they create what looks like lakes and rivers, right? And they have visible shorelines, and they do not immediately mix with the surrounding body of water or the seawater. But it is toxic to marine life, but certain organisms can still dabble with it a little bit. They'll just kind of hang out on the edges. But basically, it looks like what you just said. It looks like a lake under the water.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
It's like you clearly see water underwater. And it's very interesting, very cool to see.
Yeah.
But again, it's just like with the splitting of, or that line between Pacific and Atlantic, right? That type of water, that dense water, is just down at the bottom.
Just doesn't mix.
And it don't mix. So, I thought that was really, really, really interesting. Okay, so we've talked about a lot of things, and we go off track a little bit here and there.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, but I guess in the end, the question is what do you think exists down under the ocean?
I'd say your imagination. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's no telling at this point. Because they keep finding new stuff. You know, it's like every time they go deep, they find something new. I don't know what's down there.
I don't know if you've heard, but they said that, you know, out of the shipwrecks, it was like a million shipwrecks or something over time, and they've only discovered like 1,000 or 2,000 or something. They're saying there's still thousands upon thousands of ships that are wrecked under the ocean that we have not found.
The treasure.
A lot of treasure out there.
Let's go get
I think you got to go. I think you got to give it to somebody if you find it, though.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I mix up movies and real life sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like a movie is like, I get to keep all this. And then real life is like, oh, technically that belongs to such and such, but you get a percentage. And it's like, no, if I did it all.
If you don't tell nobody.
Yeah, but then you got to, in order to actually get money out of it, you got to sell it. Black market.
I mean, that's
Wherever
the
that
whole,
is.
That's the whole point of these, you know, fine art stuff.
Mm.
Just launder that money. Give somebody $2 million for a painting.
Yeah.
Painting's worth $5.
Yeah. That 10 minutes you spend on that painting.
Now you have a $10 million asset.
That's right.
You just turned your, you know, found millions into a asset.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. All right. So, so the things that we think are under there, you're saying it's just whatever your imagination holds.
Yeah. I mean, there could be a civilization down there. I don't know.
Well, that's kind of where I was about to go.
Is that where you're going?
That's where I was going to go.
Yeah.
If you were to ask me what's under there, like what do I think we haven't discovered yet? Of course, there's a ton of life that we don't know about.
Right.
I don't know if there's a kraken. You know, just that's a lot of food it's got to eat to be alive and eat, But what I really do think we might one day be able to prove, mermaids.
What kind of mermaids? Because
like
the friendly ones or the not?
No, probably not friendly. I don't think they're going to be friendly.
You know, the original mermaid was definitely not friendly. The sirens.
Yeah, the sirens. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everything's based on something.
Bro, I don't know what movie I watched that depicted the mermaids as like the original ones. It was scary.
Yeah.
Like real scary.
Yeah.
Like sharp teeth.
Yeah. They don't look pretty.
No.
And not that I want to like push false information out, but I did just see a picture the other day of what they said was like a real image of what they don't know what it is. It was under the water, in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like a human-esque face, but clearly isn't.
Has it got a tail?
It was the face only. Where the camera was, whatever was like swam up, and its face was like right next to it, and it was just kind of like looking, and it was like super pale, not scaly, just a fishy-ish, but not. But big black eyes.
Oh God!
And dude, it had the what's it character? No, it had the
appearance.
What did you say?
Appearance.
Yeah, I thought you said carrots. I was like, what? Where'd carrots come from? But yeah, it had a human-like appearance, but all you could see was like literally like right at the face.
That's crazy.
And everybody's like, is this? Could it be, or whatever?
Yeah.
So now it's asking questions. And I don't know if that's even true because you never know these days.
You never know these days.
But
unfortunately.
But it definitely makes me wonder. But if that picture wasn't involved at all, I still would say I think that there's some form of mermaid, siren/mermaid out there.
Yeah.
I think either it used to exist or even still does exist.
Like the big squid.
Yeah. And we just haven't, because if they're even somewhat human, then they have intelligence enough to stay away.
Yeah.
To know to stay away from us.
And if they can detect light.
And if they can see light the way those other little fishies can do.
And feel sense the vibrations of like an engine and
yep, exactly.
a motor.
You're picking up what I'm throwing down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that could be why the old-timey sailors with no engines and no vibrations saw them more.
Yeah.
And they also didn't have flashlights and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They literally used the stars as
That's
light.
right. And then when they'd look out and they would see figures in the dark,
Yeah.
they would be like, whoa,
So
what is that? Do you know when to use the word fish and when to use the word fishes?
no.
Okay.
I mean, fish is... Isn't fish singular and plural?
It is.
So why would you use fishes? Like, is it possessive?
So fish is singular and then fish is plural, but only regarding the same type of fish.
Oh.
If you start mixing other types of fish into the group,
You have to do fishes?
it would be fishes.
Interesting.
Yep. So if I had bass and I don't know other fish,
Catfish.
bass and catfish, if it was just a group of bass, if it was a school of bass, I would say, look at all those fish.
Hmm.
But then the moment I saw catfish jump into the group, I'd be like, look at all those fishes.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Interesting, isn't it?
Very.
Anyway. All right. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No.
Okay.
Sorry for the constant side railing there,
Yeah.
but we had
Yeah.
fun with this one.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Well, if you got nothing else, I think we've wrapped it up pretty good. Nice little bow on this one.
Yep.
All right. Until next time, guys.
Thank y'all
We'll see
for
you.
sticking around. See you next time.
All right.